Good morning, everyone. Welcome to, I think it is day 16 of the tip of the day. I'm not sure how many days I'm going to continue this, but today is day 16. And on day 16, I wanted to bring up, other than, so in the last tip, I had mentioned something about limiting beliefs, that this is what we are going to talk about mostly is limiting beliefs. But along with limiting beliefs, there's one other thing that becomes an obstacle to our awareness. And that is what Eckhart calls conditioned patterns of the past. And these patterns are patterns that have existed in us. So always know that not only do we have limiting belief, and a limiting belief is a thought that we have thought over and over again. Limiting beliefs can be something like, oh, money does not grow on trees. And it is something that maybe our parents planted in our head. They would have said, money doesn't grow on trees, money doesn't grow on trees. And all our life, we've lived with money doesn't grow on trees. Or somebody said, oh, we couldn't do math because we were not good at math. And somebody said, oh, you're so dumb. And then we held that limiting belief that we are dumb. So one of the things that Eckhart points out, and I'll read from a small excerpt. I think it's like a little bit from his talk. I may be paraphrasing this. He has a talk called Inviting Presence. In that, talking about conditioned patterns, this is what he says. Only when the presence power grows in you can we deal with the Eastern karmic stuff. Those accumulations in you that are old patterns, some of which are originating from the present lifetime or childhood, or in many cases, patterns going back a long time. How your ancestors acted out these patterns, how your ancestors acted 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, or 2,000 years ago. Or if you look in terms of genetics or in terms of past lifetimes. The fact is, there are accumulations in you, patterns of unconsciousness, spiritually speaking, that you have had for a long time. Karmic meaning unconscious patterns that you identify with as yourself. They take you over completely. The truth is, real karma is not the external events in your life. The external events in your life trigger the karma that you carry inside. They turn into your reactions, and your reactions in turn create what happens to you in your life. And this is something that we actually discussed during group meditation, because we watched, as prescribed by Eckhart, after meditation, we watched 20 minutes of his video, actually 30 minutes of his video, and then discussed it. And he actually went into this conditioned patterns. And we discussed how I can see, even in my childhood, the fact that I used to have a mom, like even when I was 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, my mom was very verbally abusive and physically abusive. But I know the karmic pattern in me was that I had a strong hatred, strong resentment towards verbal abuse and physical abuse. So to unlock that karmic pattern, that is what is our purpose. Because as we unlock the karmic pattern, the more our divine self flows through, the divinity within us flows through, and that's what comes through, and that's what brings about the abundance. That's what brings about what we want is peace and joy. I don't think anybody wants to say that they love all their suffering, that they want to suffer more and more. So that's my tip for today, is to know of your conditioned patterns, and actually kind of like through your awareness. And that's why one of the tips was to build that presence power, the muscle power of awareness, because only awareness can go examine these condition patterns, go examine our limiting beliefs. So it's really, really important that we focus on our awareness, or building presence power, or what Dr. Joe calls this faculty of metacognition. So with that, that's my tip for today. Many blessings. Have a spectacular day. Much love. Bye.